So today is June 27th, and I'll do a quick update. I have been thinning out the suckers on my tomatoes, looking for caterpillar, moths, worms, especially on the undersides when I see holes and stuff. I've got one head of broccoli. Look at the size of this turnip. It's not perfect. It's got a little bit of damage, so I'm going to need to cut it open, but that is huge. You can see I'm starting to clear out some spots in my garden. I've got some more cabbages ready. I'm going to need to make sauerkraut. Lots of kale. I think for supper tonight, as we've been snacking all day, we may just end up juicing. It's a good way to use up a whole bunch of this because I've got carrots and greens coming out my ears. I've got two different kinds of cucumbers here. This one is my pickling cucumber, my national pickling, and this is my silver slicer. My Nicotiana. Again, you see there's more cabbage, more beets. These are my Rosa de Bern tomatoes, which always do really, really well for me. My Brussels sprouts. Two different kinds of cabbage. I've also been harvesting a lot of the golden purslane for the smoothie or the juice we're gonna do. I've got some zucchini. I'm waiting for it to get just a little bigger, and then we'll start doing it, using that as our noodles and stuff. This one, I don't have labeled, I don't believe. So I'm not sure exactly which tomato this is, but I've got some tomatoes on there already. Zinnias. The eggplant that I purchased is trying to put forth an eggplant, but it's so sad. And there's an ant on there, which means I have some problems. These tomatoes are my pink tiger, so I really want to save seeds off of this one. It's the last of my seeds. My ink and ground cherries are going to seed. I think these ones are broccoli as well. So you can see little teeny heads in there. The kids are playing around. I harvested some romaine today. Where did my harvest basket go? Over here. So I've got some romaine today. We always eat all our strawberries and raspberries, so there's nothing really to show. I've got a couple golden beets. I mean, look at the size of the beet and then the size of my turnip. Whoops, I let that one get kind of big, huh? And then these were just like some bunching onions and stuff that I got tired of being there and I pulled them out. But I have Swiss chard, more tomatoes, nasturtium beans. This one's my black forsage. My kohlrabi over here. I've determined that these brassicas are kohlrabi because you can tell they're trying to kind of bulb up down here. The spinach is dead. Look at this. The beans are already almost to the top. That was a big bird. Wonder what was going on in there. We just missed some sort of nature show. My basil. My cats loved the catnip I gave them the other day. I've got some yellow squashes in there. Some more cucumbers. I think that one is my black forsage too. The tomatoes are already going. That one seems to be my earliest one, and it was free tomatoes. I got a sample seed packet from, yeah, and I might not be saying it properly. It's black Versage or something. I don't know, it's French. Over here, the potatoes. We've got my pumpkin, no signs of life. The Burgess buttercup. I have some signs of life and hope on there. Whatever squash this one is, I need to probably start training it up this trellis here, so excuse me for the wiggling. Give me a moment. It actually, the smaller squashes, ouch, ooh, that one's pokey. They trellis quite easily. Look at this, gardener's hands. some reason tomatoes always turn my fingers black. Lots of other stuff. You see, I've got little holes in most of my leaves right now. It's bone meal. If you're wondering what the white powder is, I have spread everywhere. Buttercup. Buttercup. Butternut, actually. These ones are butternut. The one over there is buttercup. More potatoes. And this thing that's self-sowed looks like it may be a sunflower to me. Not sure. Butternut squash. Here's some of my apples. Here's my Honey Crisp. Is that somebody behind? Okay, just checking to see if there's bugs underneath it yet. And this one, it's interesting, it's got more flowers on it. I don't know what it'll cross-pollinate with, but it's there. But here's the garden so far. Oh yeah, the one I manhandled. Any of my zucchini ready on this one? Maybe. I could probably harvest that one today. And the beans are flowering, but I don't expect beans yet.
I'm gonna get you, so you better hurry.
You crazy chitlins. Going down the slide. And it's time to go in and work on supper.